really live this life. Ain't no cap in this rap. You heard me? We really do this for real. Like, but we work hard for it. We work hard. Ain't nobody gave us nothing. So if you earned it, you deserve it. You know, ain't nobody gave us nothing, bro. So when we speak it, we live it. It's true facts. And we gave, like I said, I gave my soul to the game, every piece of my soul. Besides God and my family, wasn't nothing gonna distract me from what I'm trying to accomplish. I mean, nothing.
100. What are your favorite songs that you've either been on, like I just quoted one, or that you just were a part of because you helped get them out there?
Well, I don't have favorite songs. I have favorite artists that I've been a part of. That I'm proud to say I've been a part of their life. I'm in their life, and you can say I have played a major role in their careers.
Yep.
I could always start off with Lil Wayne, the Hot Boys, because that's legendary. Drake, Nicki Minaj, Young Thug for sure. NBA Young Boy, Nino, which is my little nephew who coming up. Jacquees for sure. Probably be so many because I've influenced so many, man. Even some brands like QC, that's my partner. I like what he doing over there in Atlanta, man. And what Top Dog doing over there with TDE and LA. And definitely what Cash Money West doing with Blueface. So it's not just artists, it's brands that, you know, I've been a part of a lot of it. Maybe a lot of them, I'm not saying, but really a part of a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Cash Money means what to you?
It's what we built on, what we stand for. I lost a lot to gain a little. Like, we lost a lot to gain a little. So Cash Money is something to die for. What I believe in and what I stand for and what I left it. I'm going to be able to say my kids going to be able to look and appreciate what we work. Because now it ain't much about me. It's about what I do for my kids.
Mm. And I understand you guys are doing this thing, New Cash Order.
Yeah.
It's like a series. Tell us about that, because
Yeah.
I mean, some of the younger people, they may not even know what the groundwork.
The history. New Cash Order is about the old, the history of Cash Money and some of the new talent. So you'll get some of the Hot Boy era, definitely some of the Lil Wayne era. It's something we did with Spotify that I thought was super dope. Shout out to Spotify for putting that piece together and spotlighting us like that. I thought it was super cool. You have to check it out.
I'm excited to check it out. I think there's so much more storytelling going on. In the old days, it was like, without the internet, it was like, okay, certain stuff went in the media, but the media can be somewhat narrow to what
Definitely.
it thinks is a big story. And now, like, I mean, I learned stuff, with these Spotify, Netflix, the different places you can see. I mean, I love that Rapture series on Netflix. You just go into different artists and you get the whole bigger story.
Definitely. I mean, it's a different times we live in. Like I said, I come from different eras of this game, so I was able to embrace it in different ways and understand it and appreciate it. We've been on front line a long time with the game, but social media and streaming changed the game. But before that, iTunes changed the game when it was just CDs, and CDs changed the game when it was just cassettes and VHSs. So
Yeah.
we lived through a lot of different eras of the game, but all of it has been very much appreciated because we were very successful throughout every era of the game. And we put in the body work for that.
Yeah. And when you look at your business success, a lot of people in business, there are conflicts, there are lawsuits. Every type of business sees that.
Mm-hmm.
How have you approached conflicts? What do you say to people who look at the arc of the career and say, okay, well, why can't everyone just always get along, or why there have to be business conflicts?
I can't really say, but I can speak for myself and what my situation was. Everything, especially with Lil Wayne, that was very important for me to air that out with me and him and get that situated properly. And that's behind us. I speak to him all the time. He's forever my son. I'm grateful to be a part of his life and what we did together and what we still doing together. So, this business, things get conflicted, confused, but as long as you straighten them out and keep it moving, that's all you can ask for.
And you guys are good now.
Always.
Yeah. The other thing you said that reminds me of when we think about how people adapt, and we're in a time right now where people are trying to adapt. You know, you just said you adapted your business and your art really to, you said cassettes and CDs and streaming, you know, and we see like Netflix is one of the biggest, richest companies. They started out with a business model where they would mail DVDs to people. I bet some people watching don't even might remember that. They were mailing DVDs back when you watched those at home, right? Then they turned to streaming. We all know that. That's their second business. And then now they produce movies and shows themselves. So in like under 15 years, they've been three entirely different businesses. And it seems like people who excel and survive do that, right? Rather than artists saying, oh my God, CDs are over. What am I going to do? How do you approach that without fear? Because other companies and other artists look at it and go, wait, I know how to sell tapes out of my car. I don't know how to do streaming. And that can be a block of transition.
I think one of our definite success was I never had no fear. I only feared God. I never feared trying to accomplish nothing. Everything you do is in this game, it's a gamble. So taking a chance, we always been trendsetters. We never been behind the eight ball. We always was in front of it. So I was taught by some great people. Maryland went to Doug Morris, Lucian Grain, Monty, and Gene Riggins, and especially my brother and Vernon. I was taught by great people in the music business who kept us ahead of the game. All we was mainly was able to do was the great music and make sure the business was straight. So I was taught by great people, so we always was ahead of the curve. We knew streaming was going to happen before it happened. We knew iTunes was going to hit before it happened. So these people taught us this and told us that and taught me how to adjust to it. Like I remember iTunes came about, it still was CDs, but when it switched, we learned how to do millions. Like I was averaging 4-5 million iTunes a month. Like I done did over 600 million iTunes and over 1 billion record sales, over 400 billion streams since I've been in the game. So I was able to switch it and learn the hustle about it and stay aboard always. I was taught that.
Yeah, that you said hustle. I mean, that's a big part of it because everything's easier if you have more money and resources. But we've seen big companies get crushed by the transition. I mean, Kodak was a big company and they had money and they had photographs, they had technology, whatever. And the revolution came and they went bankrupt. And you're like Instagram, where we're talking right now, like Kodak couldn't figure out how to become Instagram, right? Even though they had money. And you're talking about just always adapting and being ahead of it, not, as you said, not behind the eight ball.
And music though, it still fall under my craft, music. Music gonna be around forever. They ain't going nowhere. You know, people need the music for feelings. You know, like what we going through now, music. You know, it could get us through these hard times. You know, music is a major part of life, just like TV and food and any other thing. Music is a very part of life, and we just happen to choose music and
100.
was able to excel in different ways.
100. But that's why, like, you know, for me, it's like a trip because I've been listening to you for 20 years, right? So like just talking to you, real talk, it's like trips me out because I can think of the places I was when I heard this or that song. You know,
Definitely.
And so
all of it had a vibe.
I just pinned a comment from one of your fans saying, Stunna, I want to thank you and what you mean to them, and that's true with so many artists. Let me tell everybody one more thing about what we're going to do, and then give you any final thoughts you want to say to the people, Birdman, because I love you making the time here today, and I know people hearing from you appreciate it. As a way of a reset for people who are here on Birdman's page, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC, and Birdman is coming on the beat, so watch out for that. At 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll have you.
Just tomorrow, right? Tomorrow, right?
We're on your show tomorrow, right? I think we're going to do it Monday.
All right.
And I think it's going to be you and your brother on the beat, so everyone's going to see that on TV.
All right.
Mark your calendars, everybody. So I wanted to give a shout out to that. And we're going to be talking even more beyond what we did here. We're going to be talking about some of what you guys are doing that I'm excited to put on the news. So that's my bit. And Birdman, any final words to everybody?
Nah, man, just stay safe, stay strong, and God first. And whatever you believe in, go for it. Don't let nothing stop you. I mean, nothing outside of God and your family should nothing matter.
Whatever you believe in, 100%. Birdman, baby, thank
Without
you
a doubt,
so much,
my man.
I hope to
hey,
meet
man.
you in person.
Oh, we got to. As soon as this air down, man, I'll be on the PJ just to come meet you, man. Without a doubt.
Great. All
Thank
right,
you,
peace.
man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And there you have it, the one and only Birdman, baby. Appreciate his time. Appreciate everyone coming through. And check out the beat Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, where Birdman will be on the news. Stay safe, everybody.